You know that classic image, right? Your cat batting in a fern leaf or maybe peeking out from behind a big leafy plant. It's just so charming. It's one of the best parts of having a green home and a furry friend. But here's the thing. That adorable curiosity can unfortunately lead them into some really serious, even life-threatening trouble. So let's talk about it. Let's figure out how we can keep our homes full of beautiful plants and keep our cats totally safe.
It's a really scary thought, isn't it? The idea that a beautiful houseplant, something you brought in to liven up the place, could actually be a lethal threat. And this isn't some rare freak accident. No, this is a shockingly common problem. So get this. In 2023, the ASPCA Animal Poison Control Center reported that more than 8% of all their emergency calls were about pets ingesting toxic plants. 8%! That's thousands and thousands of calls, putting plant poisoning right up there in the top 10 pet toxins, next to things we all know about like human medications and chocolate.
Okay, so which plants are the main offenders here? We're about to run down a sort of most wanted list of common house plants that, while they might look beautiful to us, are incredibly dangerous for our cats.
And this quote right here from the FDA is no exaggeration. This is a direct, stark warning about the #1 threat to cats, the lily. And what's so terrifying about this is the speed and the severity. We are talking about fatal kidney failure in under 72 hours. It's unbelievably serious.
And listen, when we say lilies, we mean the entire plant. The leaves, the stem, the flower, even just a few tiny grains of pollen that your cat licks off its fur while grooming can be fatal. Even drinking the water from the vase is enough to cause kidney failure. So when you see varieties like Asiatic lilies, daylilies, or those popular Easter lilies, you have to know if you have a cat, you simply cannot have these plants in your home. Period.
Now, lilies are absolutely the worst of the worst, but they're not the only danger out there. You can pretty much group toxic plants into two main categories. On one side, you have the ones that cause catastrophic organ failure, like the Sago palm, which destroys the liver, or oleander, which attacks the heart. Then, on the other side, you have a group of plants that cause really intense, painful irritation, which is usually less fatal, but still awful.
So, what causes that painful irritation? Well, it's these things. Insoluble calcium oxalates. I know, it's a mouthful, but think of them as microscopic, needle-sharp crystals packed inside the plant's leaves. When your cat takes a bite, those tiny needles shoot into their mouth, their tongue, their throat, causing instant, severe pain, swelling, and drooling. It's a brutal defense mechanism.
So, how would you even know if your cat got into something they shouldn't have? Well, the signs can be subtle, at least at first. You might see some vomiting, or even just them trying to vomit. Look for excessive drooling, or maybe they just suddenly lose their appetite. They might get really tired and start hiding. Of course, more severe signs would be things like trouble swallowing or even seizures. If you see any of this, you have to act fast.
Okay, so knowing the warning signs is half the battle, but now we've got to talk about the other half, having a rock-solid emergency plan so you know exactly what to do in that moment of panic.
This is the question that every single pet owner absolutely dreads. Your heart starts racing, you feel that panic set in, but what you do in these next few minutes can make all the difference in the world.
All right, here is your plan. You need to know this. Step 1, try to stay calm and get your cat away from the plant into a safe spot. Step 2, and this is the most important part, call for help immediately. Call your vet, call a poison hotline. Don't wait for symptoms. With toxins like the ones in lilies, waiting can be a fatal mistake. Step 3, never ever try to make your cat throw up at home. You can cause way more harm. And finally, if you can, quickly and safely snap a picture of the plant. It'll help the pros figure out what they're dealing with much faster.
And here are the numbers you need. Seriously, put these in your phone right now or stick them on your fridge. The ASPCA Animal Poison Control Center and the Pet Poison Helpline are there for you 24/7. Now, it's worth noting there's usually a consultation fee, but believe me, that fee could very well save your pet's life.
Okay, we've talked about a lot of scary stuff, but the goal here isn't to make you terrified of every plant on the planet. Not at all. It's about empowering you so you can create a home that is both beautifully green and genuinely safe for your cat.
So, does all this mean your dream of living in a beautiful indoor jungle is over? No, absolutely not. It just means you have to be a smart, informed plant parent.
And just look at this list. Your indoor jungle is totally possible. There are so many gorgeous, popular plants that are completely non-toxic to cats. You have classics like the spider plant and the parlor palm, cool succulents like the zebra plant, plants with beautiful flowers like the African violet, and even all those trendy hanging plants like the string of hearts. You have an entire world of amazing, safe choices to fill your home with life and color, totally worry-free.
You know, in the end, it really comes down to this: being proactive. The best defense is a good offense, right? By choosing the right plants to bring into your house from the very beginning, you create a safe space from the start. You make sure that the life you're bringing into your home only enhances your cat's life instead of threatening it.
So, making your home plant-safe is a massive, important step. But it does make you think, doesn't it? Now that you've got your greenery sorted out, what other common, everyday items, from the food in your pantry to the cleaners under your sink, might be hiding in plain sight as a potential danger to your curious cat?